Really? Me? In a demon castle? There's gotta be some sort of mistake, alright? I could never do that.
Hey there.
Wake up, Sleeping Beauty. See, the maids are waking me up right now. I'm finally out of that nightmare. Oh, Demon Mommy, yes! Hello everybody, my name is Lionel, and welcome to The Demon Lord Wants My Heart. This is a game where, as a prince, you wake up in a body that's not your own, and now, well, I don't know what's going on. Apparently, the Demon Lord wants my heart, and I think I might be into it. Let's get right into it, shall we? My head. What happened? The last thing I remember is being in a castle after Phoebe came in to deliver me breakfast. Then it's blank from there. I should ask her what happened. The castle looked darker than usual. Is it night? I rubbed my eyes to try to remember what room I was in, but everything was all hazy. Everything ached all over. A soft voice spoke out. It was feminine and unfamiliar. She sounded kind of pretty. Hello? Who's there? Huh? Wait. La la la. It covered my mouth. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Was that me? No, that's not how voices work. Even if I hurt my throat, this was I sick? I don't feel sick. There's a weight on my chest, but I doubt that's it. I can't let my father hear my voice like this. It doesn't matter too much, I guess. Just speak when spoken to, as always. I reached over to the right to grab my pocket watch from the bedside table, where it usually is. But I just swung at air. Did I just move around my furniture? Odd. I guess it isn't the biggest surprise I've had. What was that? On a chair beside the bed I was laying in was a suit of armor. Within the armor was a gelatinous green slime inside holding a human shape. But slimes take humanoid form. I thought they were all cute blobs. More importantly, a demon got into my room. Or I thought it was my room. Now that I got a good look, this is nothing like home. Wait. Was I kidnapped? I always heard stories of royalty being kidnapped by demons. I thought they were just stories. I'd feel like I couldn't breathe and would probably be curling up by now if it were for the fact that this guard seemed to be really lazy. I did freak out rather loudly. I'm surprised it didn't wake up. I can't tell if I'm relieved or disappointed with my first demon encounter. If I had been kidnapped, then why am I not in a cell? The room I was in was strewn with several beds of different sizes. There were cabinets filled with bottles decorating the sides of the room. Isn't this an infirmary? When I woke up, I was pretty sore. Something happened. Don't tell me they're gonna use me for medical experiments! If Mr. Slime is asleep, then I should probably try and escape. But if I get caught, then I'd be in bigger trouble. Make a choice, Alex, make a choice! I will wait. As much as this place scares me, waiting is probably the safest option. If I'm obedient, then usually things are alright. Minutes passed by and I was left there as I heard voices come and go from the hallway nearby. The guard next to me looked to be in deep sleep. I probably should run away, but I'm too afraid to try it now. What if someone catches me? What if they're just around the corner waiting to start a hunt the second I leave? First one to catch him gets to bowl the prince alive. I can already see it happening.
Ah, there you are.
Oh, hello. Heap! Stay back! Didn't mean to startle you, small one. I looked over to the left of myself. I couldn't really see out of my left eye, so I had to turn my whole head. Standing in the doorway to the infirmary was a humongous suit of armor that walked in. Complete with a shovel, chest plate, leggings, and flowing gauntlets, floating head. Wait a second. Oh, so it's just confirmed that demons have taken over the place. Oh god, the demons have taken over the castle! The hunt has already begun! How's your head, by the way? I pray you weren't too banged up. It's concerned about me? Well, my head does feel heavier than before. I quickly felt around my head for anything that might be wrong. Maybe I got hit? That would explain why I can't remember anything recently. Bump. Yeah! I felt two hard things poke out the side of my head. Oh god, did I get stabbed with something? My heart rate began racing as I panicked. I don't want to die! Did they stick this in me? What's going on? What's wrong? You're panicking. There's something sticking out of my head!
Hold on, just a moment.
Let me take a look. The large knight leaned in and got a closer look at me, lifting up my hood and taking a look. The closer the knight got, the more I realized There wasn't a body in the helmet anywhere. There were two glowing things I thought were eyes shining, but there's nothing else in there. Those are just your horns. Horns? Honestly, I was scared you wouldn't be able to testify and would have to remain in the infirmary. This is no time for a childish joke like that. Please come with me. My hand was grabbed by the hollow armor. I was tugged out of bed. Wait! Huh? What is it now? Well, come on, just say you don't want your hand held. Just say something. Apologies for my appearance. I know I may look large and intimidating, but you are safe to speak with me. Do not fret. Is everyone okay? No, get him off you! Well, that's quite a strange question, especially from you, young lady. It eases me to say that everyone in the castle is safe and sound. Young lady. He's right. I only just noticed it, but why? I was the prince just a moment ago. Now I have these horns and... Oh my god, is that my chest?
My lady.
Now's not the time to be dreaming. My lady wishes to see you at noon as soon as possible. Please come along with... What are you doing? While usually I don't like getting close to people, this was an emergency. The knight's armor was shiny and reflective enough to use as a mirror. I took a good look at my reflection, or what I assumed the image staring back at me was. My hair grew out into long golden locks that flowed behind me and looked kind of fluffy. Mine now had some kind of heart shape in the middle of it at all times. The horns I already knew about, but looking at myself felt surreal, like I was in one of those dreams. The other times, however, didn't make my heart flutter when looking at myself like it does now. However, you looked at me, I looked like a succubus, even down to the body shape and... Wait, did I shrink a few inches? Speaking of shrinking, I don't think I could even feel that down there. Either shrunken or...
How embarrassing.
No, totally gone. I don't even have to touch down there to know. So long, having any chances of having an heir?
Careful.
Pardon me, but can you please get your thieving mitts off my chest plate? My lady awaits us. Your lady? Yes, Miss Belmont herself wishes to interrogate you. Interrogate?
Human scum.
Indeed. Though you may have been hit in the head, surely you must remember being the one to help the human escape. Wait, I don't understand. Are you trying to say you don't remember the events of last night, despite being caught trying to steal from the demon castle red-handed? What? I'm in the demon castle, but that's like 2 weeks travel from home. Also on an island, so there's nothing but water surrounding us.
Just a moment.
2 weeks travel, you say? Did I say that out loud? Thud. Young lady? My vision blacked out once more. I hope this was just one big nightmare. Really? Me? In a demon castle? There's gotta be some sort of mistake, alright? I could never do that.
Hey there.
Wake up, Sleeping Beauty. See, the maids are waking me up right now. I'm finally out of that nightmare. Oh, demon mommy, yes! Hey there, Missy. Welcome to hell. It wasn't a nightmare. Wait, is this lady being serious when she said this was hell? Is that why I can't remember what happened? Ah! Huh? What the hell are you crying? I haven't begun intimidating you yet. You're supposed to cry after you realize your hopelessness. I can't believe I died. I don't want to be dead. I still never got my fairy tale romance.
Shut up.
You're not dead, dumb butt. This isn't literal hell. It's not. The hound reached up with one of her clawed hands and tugged on one of my horns. Damn you, hell! How's this? Feel dead now, Blondie? Damn, you're hurting me. The lady lifted me up higher as she continued tugging on the horns. I'll let you go once you tell me where the heart of Panamus went and where the human prince is. You're the only one we caught in my tower after the raid on the treasury, and you spoke about your home being 2 weeks travel from here to Orion.
Traitor.
And it takes around 2 weeks by boat for humans to get here from Lumiere. So suck, damn it. Oh no, I don't know what they're talking about, but they know I'm from Lumiere. So you are from Lumiere. You admit it. You really screwed up. The lady holding me up stopped talking as her face went from wicked smile to a confused expression. Why didn't your mouth move just then? I know I just heard you talk. Orion, you heard her talking just then, right? I heard the voice of the giant armor from earlier speak up from behind us. I'm afraid I didn't hear anything, my lady. You sure you weren't imagining what you wanted to hear?
Bullshit.
I know I heard her! Guess I have to keep a closer eye on Blondie here to prove it. Her mouth isn't moving either. The lady let go of my horn and dropped me on the ground before sitting on her throne. Since you seem clueless as to what kind of situation you're in, allow me to introduce myself. She rested her cheek against her fist in a slouchy position.
Hey there.
My name is Hephaestus Belmont II, current reigning demon lord, defender of Vulcan, the flame of the forge, and your worst nightmare. Specifically, my worst nightmare? In this scenario, yes. I mean, honestly, you seem like the lady of my dreams. Oh, not saying I'm a furry or anything. I might just be just for Hephaestus. Oh god, I'm about to smash a wolf! Ah! Unless you think otherwise, in which I can dangle you out of the window while your wings are tucked into your clothes and let you fall. Take your pick. I've got time. No, ma'am. You're very nightmarish. Haunting, even. Good. This is what I like to hear. Now then, I'm gonna give you one chance to explain yourself before I lock you in the dungeon like the thief you are. Why did you help Prince Alexander steal the heart of Pandamus from us and help him escape? I don't remember stealing anything. I swear, I don't know what you're talking about.
Bullshit.
Ah! Her voice was so loud and intimidating. It's the truth, though. Yeah, it's the truth, though. That's you. That's you and 1,000 of other thieves who came here before you. But every single one was a liar and had something stashed away somewhere. Your statement holds no value or weight. As such, you'll be thrown into the dungeon and be stripped down. You're gonna strip me, Hephaestus? Ew. Stripped? I instinctively covered up my body with my arms and hands as I squirmed away in the fear of this beast looking down at me. Oh my god! Oh, you rascal! Not like that! Strip down of your items! Don't twist my words like that! Now, my lady, we don't blame the succubus for assuming anything lewd the way you phrased your words.
Shut up.
Shut up, Orion! Can we please not talk about lewd things? Oh my god. I mean, yes, please, let's talk about lewd things. Lady. After making my plea, the two demons looked at me in confusion and curiosity. My case in point, the succubus that accompanied the prince has been acting strangely since I found her in the infirmary. Explain? Well, first of all, they started screaming to me about having something stuck in their heads. Turns out it was simply their horns. Secondly, they seemed confused at where they found themselves, claiming something about being from Lumiere. Thirdly, I don't believe I've ever seen a succubus act so maidenly before. Usually, they're more provocative or forward with their desires. Let's see. What I don't see, however, is how this means anything. Perhaps this succubus is a unique case. She seems to have forgotten what she is, among other things, except where she came from. Maybe in this state of delusion, the prince used her as an asset. Either that or she claims innocence after losing her memories from being struck during the escape. Mr. Orion to the rescue, my literal knight in shining armor. What a kind and chivalrous knight, but I'm not sure how I'm portrayed as the prince in these examples. Still doesn't change what happened. She needs to face the consequences of her actions, willingly or unwillingly. Mr. Orion failed me! Traitor! Backstabber! But if what you're saying is true, then fine. I'll give her another option. Hooray! She can prove her worth and earn her freedom in a demonic trial of combat. No! With that reaction, I have a feeling she won't last a second. Hey thief, wake up! I snapped out my delusions for a moment, still scared stiff as Hephaestus was looking at me. You have a choice. Dungeons or combat. You can do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours. If you pick combat, however, this will be over in an instant.
Do I have to?
When you put it that way, it's like I don't really have a choice. Maybe I could outsmart her or outrun her. She looks bulky and she's not. She is not. Hephaestus smirked.
I got this.
Sounds like you wanted the hard way then. Trial of combat begin! What kind of trial starts with a cheater start like that? She's attacking me while I'm still on the floor. What do I do? What do I do? My turn, my turn, my turn! I scrunched myself up into a ball and closed my eyes, expecting to be hit and feeling excruciating amounts of pain, but I was met with nothingness. Opening my eyes back up again, I noticed the hound inches away from my face with a fist outstretched but frozen in place.
My lady.
My lady, what are you? Shh! Silence! You there. Say it was your turn, right? That means this is turn-based?
Yes?
Yeah? Fine, I guess this is your trial. You can decide the method of combat. I can still beat your butt in a turn-based battle. The demon lord relaxed her stance and walked backwards until she was a few feet away from me before going into a battle pose and staying there. Come on, then. Suppose she's telling me to follow her lead. I put myself in my best fighting stance, albeit shaken. I don't know what I'm supposed to do in a fight. I was only trained with swords, not bare fists. Even then, I didn't learn for long. My body was shaking constantly. You need a tutorial on how to fight? Yes, please. Alright, so what you're supposed to do is... Okay. So, why did you teach me all of this? Because of a gut feeling about something. Be grateful final bosses can be tutorial bosses at the same time. Did you understand everything I told you? Yeah, I think so. So I just use a menu to choose what I do and try and knock you out like that. Yep. What's the menu supposed to look like, though? Oh! Ha! Blood magic? Sure! Magic is somewhat uncommon back home, but I know a few things. Perks of being royalty. What's blood magic, though? Is this what demons use? Telepathy. What's telepathy? Sounds familiar. The world around me went fuzzy for a moment. The torches were crackling, much softer now as sound dampened. Everything was all muffled except for her faceless voice. What's the deal with this girl? I don't sense any hostile intent in her. Whatever, just don't let her touch your stomach and you can knock her out easy. It sounds like her faceless, but her mouth wasn't moving. Maybe these are her thoughts. Weird. Maybe I can do something to this knowledge. Sounds like a weak spot. Exploit weakness! If her belly's a weak spot, then I should attack there. Ooh, but I'm not strong enough to get a good hit in. Even if this was a tutorial, I'll get smacked if I fail this. Just do something of it. If you're not gonna take your turn, then I'm gonna start swinging whenever. Succubus uses belly rub! As if they'll do anything to me. Thump. Hellhound is knocked prone. Oh my god, I am petting the Hellhound! Yay! Hey, stop that! Wow, just like a normal dog. This does nothing! I hope you know that. Once my turn rolls over, I hope you're ready for a... Don't touch me there! Stop it! Her face as his body squirmed and stretched as a certain spot was rubbed. My body's moving on its own! Orion, assistance! You know the rules of these duels. I cannot interfere once the battle has begun. Is that what she meant about her tummy? I thought it was pain sensitive, but I guess it was pleasure. This reminds me of the dog shows I used to attend. You know, they say a succubus touch is 5 times more delicate and sensual than the average demon. Normally, commoners have to pay for this privilege. Traitor. Not helping! And you, thief! I said stop that this instant or I'll kill you! I'd stop if I could, but I'm too worried if I stop rubbing now, then she'll kill me the next turn either way. Just find a way to subdue her. There has to be a certain spot where she's weakest. My hands wander over to the left side of her stomach where the bottom of her abs are. Her faceless body twitched as she stopped complaining for a moment and just looked me dead in the eye. I could tell what she was thinking. I know what you're thinking. Don't. I nod. Her faceless shook her head. Nod. She shook her head even harder. Nod. My hand reaches over the spot that sparked that reaction from her faceless instantly. This could be my chance to beat her and escape. But there was also something about the way she was squirming that made me want to stay and watch. Yeah! Not a single word. After that girly cry sounded from the throne room, my hands stopped moving and her face just got up from her spot on the floor. Also, what was that last thought that I had? Why am I thinking about the demon lord of all people squirming in a good way? Am I having dirty thoughts? Is this a succubus thing? No! Am I... Oh no. Am I the rascal here? So the victor of this trial was... Nobody won. Yes, my lady, it was a tie. You, thief!
Yes?
Yes, me. Since you managed to at least survive against me despite cheating like you did, I'm gonna give you a reward. I'm not gonna kill you. Yay! You're just gonna be working as my maid from now on. You're one of my minions now. Orion, get in contact with my dumb brother. We need a new maid uniform and his assistant.
My lady.
With gusto, my lady. Maid uniform? What? I could tell you were listening into my thoughts. First, when your mouth didn't move when you were talking to me, then guessing where my weaknesses were. You think I'm dumb enough to let a goal of mine like you get away?
You ain't half bad.
Even if a demon had mutated blood magic, I've never seen a succubus with psychic abilities. That's usually reserved for Cheshire cats and the odd vampire. Besides, I didn't feel like killing you anyways. So like it or not, from now on, you're going to be my minion. Wait, being a minion means I have to work here. Or worse, I have to run at people and try to fight them. Engaging in conversation is terrifying, but engaging in combat too? At this point, I'm just a pile of mana waiting to be used for someone to level up. We'll get you to talk about the prince and the heart at some point, but for now, you're going to meet Dionysus for your uniform fitting. Coas will escort you to the Belmont winery to meet him. Hephaestus walked over to her throne, tapping one of the crystal embedded in it to causing it to glow.
Hey there.
Hephaestus walked over to her throne, tapping one of the crystals embedded in it and causing it to glow.
Hey there.
Coas, I need someone competent enough to come to my throne room and take the prisoner to the brewery. So get her on the double. Why the brewery? So she can get her uniform. We're hiring her as a maid from now on. Why would you hire a thief that just stole from you to work as a maid? That's one of the dumbest strategies I've heard of. Don't worry. This thief is very obedient after what happened. Isn't that right? Yes, ma'am. Okay, so just drop her off and I can come straight back, alright? No, you need to supervise her the entire trip. I know you don't like going out, but I need you to do this. You know how Dionysus and I get... Alright, I mean, I guess I can come. I was in the middle of something, though. Silence befell the room, and now it was just us standing there. The tension was so thick, you could cut it with a knife. Hephaestus really didn't appreciate what just happened. Oh, I always do this. Now everyone's gonna look at me weirdly. Like when I tried raiding Mother's makeup and looked like a jester. Only this time it's with malice and hatred. How bad did it have to be to have everyone look at you like a freak? You heard that? Yeah, your telepathy ability seems to be leaking. Oh god, it happened again. Why does this keep happening? What's happening to me? Stop it. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Hey, stop hitting yourself on the head.
Hey there.
Hey. Oh, I said stop it. Yeah. And minions don't do that here. Even if it was an act, we don't allow that type of behavior. So you're going to tell me your name right now. My name? Oh, dang. I forgot. I haven't given a name yet. I can't just say Alexander, though. Come on, think of something girly. What would a girl's name be? What sounds pretty and cute? Maybe think of a character from a book? Yeah! There was that one book back home that I like to read. My name?
My name is Alice.
Your Majesty, I am Alice. Alice the clown thief then, huh? No, just Alice. Just pulling a leg. Boo, but that makes you Hephaestus, jerks of the forge, and the worst at cheering people up. Oof, that's the closest thing you've done to damage since you've gotten here.
You ain't half bad.
Well played, princess. Does she know? What makes you think I'm royalty? I'm not actually calling you a literal princess. It's just a nickname. I see. My heart skipped a beat when she called me princess, but this makes sense. Not like I'm an actual princess, I'm just a prince. Well, you certainly look like a princess. If you weren't clad in thief's gear, I mean. Being all pretty and dainty like that, you make for a good kidnapping material. What do you mean?
Shut up.
I mean, shut up. You looked all mopey and it was going to ruin my flair again. So, that was a compliment. It's a warning that if you keep throwing me off, I'll treat you like a captive princess without the freedom that usually comes with it.
Yes?
Yeah, okay, understood. Hephaestus tapped her foot impatiently. Ugh, Coleus is going to take a while to get here. Follow me. Don't squeeze my hand so hard. Every one of this is hot. Hephaestus guides me to a room to wait in for someone to pick me up from later. The room wasn't very spacious. It was honestly a prettied up cell with a single window near the bed. Guess this is my maid's quarters. I looked to the window and gazed at a reflection in the glass. All this feels so surreal. My thoughts are a mess trying to process everything. Firstly, I can't remember how I ended up here. Then secondly, how did I get in this body? I'm not supposed to look like this. I'm not allowed to look like this. To top it off, I've turned into a demon and gained the attention of the demon lord. All I wanted was to live a fairy tale, happily ever after. But the fates have other plans, it seems. Not like I could have a fairy tale ending.
I am not worthy.
Even when I'm in a foreign land and without any memories, I'm still chained by my own fears. I mean, sure, people should be scared in this situation, but it feels like I can't even master my own words. Can't even make my own case or opinion without stuttering. Either ended up a prisoner or demons or an unworthy prince.
No.
maybe I shouldn't be a prince then. For a while, at least. Not that I want to be a prisoner. But I don't mean I want to be stuck as a girl either. I'll just use this as a break from being me for now. People have those thoughts, right? Not wanting to be who they are. It's normal. I'm not a freak. I'm just...
You ain't half bad.
Well played, princess. Something about that stuck with me for some reason. How different would things be if I was a princess? Would I not be here? Would father not push me so hard to be like him? Would I feel happy? Nah, that's just silly.
This is not me.
Just head home, find a way out of here, and get someone to fix you. Meanwhile, where did the prisoner go? I locked her in one of the old guard chambers. There's a guard outside making sure she doesn't escape either. Are you sure that's a wise decision, my lady? She's a thief, one collaborating with the humans, no less.
Careful.
Would it not be more wise to lock her in the dungeons or execute her? Nah, she's harmless. During our encounter, strange as it was, I couldn't feel any outward hostility, and she wasn't really scared of us. It felt more like she was scared of what we thought of her. Alice seemed fragile. Well, it does sound like she has her own anxieties. However, I hardly see why we should treat her any different from any other prisoner.
I got this.
I have plans, okay? If we want to squeeze her for any information, we can't run at her like a minnow bowl in a Mandarva stall. I'll have her heart if that's the last thing I'll do, but I won't do it like Mother would have. You still hold resentments towards Thetis. I see. Well, I used the public communication crystal to get into contact with Dionysus, seeing as how you two refused to pair up the crystals. He said that he was in a good mood today, so he'll humor you. Bring the maid over as soon as possible for a proper fitting. Could have worded it a bit less pretentiously, but whatever. As long as he does the stupid job. Speaking of pretentious pricks, do you think Alice might be able to handle Dionysus' extravagance? Seeing how she struggled with you, I'd say it's a good thing you're having someone escort her to your brother's place.
My lady.
If you excuse me, my lady, I must attend to my garden now. Ah, right, you're excused. Go on. Orion has a garden! Huh. Hello, Orion. It's not often Hephaestus asks someone for their name, much less a prisoner. Just what does she see in this Alice?
This will make for fine material.
Perhaps they can help each other. Wouldn't that be a sight? Huh. Neat. Well, what did you think? Did you enjoy this demo? If you ask me, it's still rough around the edges, but I can tell something beautiful will come out of this in due time. Before you shut down the demo, I need to address some particularly important people, so bear with me, darling. Thanks Kichi Nejo on Twitter for being the artist behind the character sprites. Without her help, I wouldn't be here today. Also, thanks to Cinnamon Glaze for the chibi scenes used in this game. Keep up the good work, darling. They were absolutely adorable. Big thanks to Lemon Baristas for doing the work on the GUI menus. Such demonic flair. I love it. Fizzy Wizzy Bomb on Twitter, also known as Izzy, did the role of voice acting Alice. Such a sweet vocal range on her. Thank you. Astro Orion P on Twitter did the voice of Hephaestus, my short-tempered sister. Way to go! Thanks to Uncle Aliva for doing the voice of the bulky animated armor that is Orion. Both Orion and Uncle Ali are so jolly. Big props to Tristanier, also known as Tristan Lempier, for giving me my voice. Keep up the good work, hun. Thanks to Lucium Art Studio, aka Lucium, for doing the backgrounds found in the novel. Really brought the world to life. Thank you Aiden O'Flynn for working on the soundtrack. I'd link their Twitter, but the slippery otter doesn't have one, it seems. The head writer, head character designer, and director is Tabby Cat. Without her help, this project wouldn't have existed. You can follow the official Twitter of the Demon Lord Wants My Heart at Demon Lord VN to support the game on itch.io. Keep an eye out for any updates on either one of these websites or join our community Discord server. And lastly, thank you for reading all the way through. It's a passion project made by Tabby Cat, and it means the world that you played it. Until next time, darling, take care. Aw, I love that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll definitely be following the creators of this to see how it goes. I am really excited for it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to play this for yourself, link to the game will be in the description below. And hey, give the developer some love, why don't you? Anyway, I hope you all have a lovely rest of the day, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Lionel, signing off. Ciao.